Hello there, it's Michael Fish with your weekly forecast on Netweather.tv. It's all changing in the near future. It looks as if we're going to see the back of the really unsettled weather, often very windy and wet, and in its place much quieter conditions with some sunshine. All due to the jet, of course. The jet is slapped back over us at the moment. It will be for a little while yet, but then into next week it moves away north, and that's allowing us to be on the south side of it with the quieter conditions. So let's have a look at the pressure pattern. We have a deeply low at the moment. It's going to be running across northern parts of the country on Saturday and heading on into Scandinavia, pulling in colder northerly winds. The ridge then follows on Monday and builds over France, and then the high slips away eastwards on Friday, allowing strong southwesterly winds to pick up for a time over the north. But then a new low near Iceland pulls in colder air for next weekend, as the ridge builds from the west. The temperature of the atmosphere, we're starting mild in the south, that's the yellow shading there, near normal in the north, the green. As the low moves away though, colder air is pulled down from the north, that's the blue shading. That sweeps into northern parts, turning some of the rain to snow just for a time. But then that cold air moves away on Monday and milder conditions come back on Wednesday, which lasts until the latter part of the week and into next weekend. But it does turn somewhat cooler again. So the daily forecast for Saturday, dry at first I think in southern counties, but really for most of England, Wales, southern Scotland and Northern Ireland, it's going to be a wet and a very windy day with gales or severe gales. And some of that rain is going to be turning to snow in places too, more particularly over southern Scotland, perhaps parts of Northern Ireland as well, and not necessarily entirely on the hills, although it will be mostly on the hills. Clearer weather then spreads from the west on Saturday night through into Sunday morning, with a few showers left in the west. Temperatures in the north only 4 or 5 degrees, but much milder in the south at 11 or 12. Sunday, some early frost in the north, as the winds turn to northwesterly. For most of the day, it's a case of sunny spells and a few showers, but you will notice that cold wind at 4 to 7 degrees. Monday then a frosty start, winds easing though. For the most part dry with sunny spells, but there will be a few showers I think in the north of Scotland. Tuesday again dry with sunny intervals, but the southwest wind will be bringing more cloud to Scotland and Northern Ireland, and somewhat higher temperatures too, 7 to 11 degrees. Wednesday the cloud continues to increase, could well bring a little bit of rain to northern areas, though it will stay mostly dry in the south, and mild at 11 to 13 degrees. Thursday, again dry with sunny intervals, but on the chilly side of the far north of Scotland around 7, otherwise a mild 12 to 15 degrees. Friday we'll find rain spreading across Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern parts of England as a weak cold front moves south. It's going to become quite windy again too. For southern parts it looks as if it will be dry with some sunny intervals. Temperatures on the way down in the north, around about 8 degrees, but still quite mild in the south at 13 or 14. On Saturday, that area of light rain from that weak front will continue to move southeastwards across remaining parts, with dry weather and sunny spells following, but it will be somewhat colder at 7 or 8 degrees. And then next Sunday, dry with sunny intervals for the most part, but some rain and some winds will reach the northern parts of Scotland later on in the day, and it'll be a bit on the colder side too, at 7 to 9 degrees, so frost around to begin with as well. So there we are, as I said at the beginning, it's a complete change in the week ahead, and much quieter conditions after a real battering perhaps this weekend. Don't forget also to support Comic Relief tonight, as well as Marie Curie with the Daffodils. Have a lovely weekend. See you next week. Bye-bye for now.